Tripod. Can you please bring it? All right, guys, so we are now live. Welcome to day number, I believe, day 11. So I'll give you guys a couple of moments to join the stream. And yeah, day number 11. So day number 11 of this project. Now I currently just... Thank you. So I currently entered along on the NASDAQ, and I was actually in a long earlier today around this price. I exited that position. If I show you, the history, you can see I was taking some NASDAQ trades earlier today. We're up about 1% on the account today, with the equity being at $1,137. And, that's a pretty good result considering... we started this project 11 days ago. Dan Daddy D, who's that girl? That girl is my girlfriend. Yes, so that is her. Her name is Olga. So like I said, we're in a long. I just opened a long. We're sitting on a loss right now on this trade, and I think it's good for a long. I think if we sustain this price, we're looking good for a long and potential, which would be a 10-to-1 risk reward ratio. So if we look at some other assets, I think oil could be a long as well, potentially, but it's not entirely sure about that risk reward ratio, because if I wanted to enter along here, have a risk reward, it'd probably only give me, something like a 3-to-1 risk reward ratio. So I don't want to do that right now. I think right now the long on the NASDAQ looks nice. Long on the NASDAQ looks nice. I think it could still fall off a cliff right now, but we'll see. What's up, Ariane? How's it going, man? So I am bullish for the day on the NASDAQ, despite, this move here. I do think that we might see this type of range here, potential consolidation. I think we are heading to 14,000 on the NASDAQ. This looks like a healthy pullback. It doesn't look like, something like a crash or something like that. So yeah, I think this could leg up and potentially test the 50 moving averages. The 200 moving averages, my bad, which would be around the 14,000 level. So that's what we're looking at now. Daddy D, how much do you make from your main channel YouTube revenue? I think basically nothing. It's like a couple of $100 a month or something like that, I think. Because I don't really post that much on YouTube, on the main channel anyway. So yeah, we'll see how this plays out. Market opens in 11 minutes. In the meantime, I'm sipping away on my vanilla protein smoothie, which is super delicious. If you guys have any questions, happy to answer. But in the meantime, this long opportunity on the NASDAQ looks pretty decent. I think it looks pretty decent. Stop loss is at a good price as well. So this trade might, again, be one of those trades where it's going to be a couple of hours, you know. Now, during these live streams, I just come here to chat with you guys and show you some of the positions I'm putting on, taking off, my thoughts on the markets, my thoughts on the NASDAQ, on crude oil. But I am taking trades throughout the entire day, and most of the time I may even be in a trade before the big move. But I was in this trade. I took profit around, I think, here, and then I entered another long, took profit, came down, entered a long, took a stop loss, and now I'm back in this long. If it doesn't work out, I think at market open we could definitely see it being choppy. So we could definitely see, you know, it being choppy during market open before it picks a direction. But I think being long, I mean, this kind of looks like it looks like a kind of broken W. So could see something like that. If we see something like this, then I can set a break even and just let the trade go. You know, just let it do its thing for the rest of the day. Maybe jump in some other opportunities like oil or natural gas. Looks like it's about to tank. Wow. That move is already 1.5%. This looks like it's about to fall off a cliff. Really does. 1, 2, 3. I mean, it's not a bad risk-reward ratio. It isn't too bad to go short. Like, it's pretty decent, I think. Looks like it's about, I mean, it's already falling, right? It's just the risk reward ratio on this particular trade it's not bad. It'd be, you know, 3 to 1. Yeah, let's do this one. All right. So we're in a short on natural gas. Now, if this does continue dumping, I might set a take profit to, if this works, you mind me giving like a if this works, you mind me giving like a solid 10,000 What do you mean? What does that even mean? Do you mind if you give me a solid 10,000? Because if this is the daily, let's just see what the maximum potential we could do on this particular trade if it does fall and go in our favor. If it's bearish, I think we could see a good fall. That would be a big fall. Let's do it. Let's do 10 to 1. 10 to 1 risk reward ratio. Let's do it. Dan Daddy D, mainly trading, man. Alright, so I'll take profit 656. That's a big fall. That's a big fall for our natural gas, but I do think we could see that. That's a 6% fall. Oh.
Hello from a girlfriend.
Thank you, girlfriend. Nah, like if you get 1 mil out of this, you might as well give me 100,000, right? Because I'm watching this right now with 2 viewers. Nah, mate, I wouldn't even give you a cent, dude. I wouldn't even give you 10 cents. Like when people ask for free money without doing anything, just by being there, it's like, nah, bro. Like, you're tripping, man. I never got given money. You know, I always learned, like even when I was growing up, my dad, he would never give me money, and he would teach me to make my own money, to not expect others to you know, hand freebies. And so I think that's a very good, I think it's a very good way to be raised, you know, not to be given things just handed out to you. But all right, this one's gonna hit our stop soon, so we'll be out of this. Market is opening in 3 minutes, so I think we may be out, but I'm gonna reset this order. If it hits us, I'm gonna give this trade one more chance. This one is 15 ticks in profit. If this were to hit our stop, because it very well could, like that, now what I'll do is I'll give this trade one more, if I can be quick about it, stop loss. No, stop by stop. Stop loss 466.4. And then boom. All right, so I'm giving this trade one more chance. So it could just bounce off the 200 moving averages and then go upwards. So I set an order. So if it were to bounce, we're gonna enter at this price point. But if it doesn't and it keeps tanking, I'm not gonna, you know, it's gonna be a short, and I don't wanna go long. But let's see. 15 ticks in the money. So we are currently up about 0.7% today on the account. 3, 4. Yeah. When are you making kids? In 10 years, maybe. I don't know. Whenever it happens. Alright, so this has to fall pretty hard for our take profit. Pretty hard. Like I was saying, we would need to see natural gas drop 6% today, which it is realistic. It's very realistic. I've seen natural gas drop 20% in a day, you know. 6% is a normal move. So let's see what happens with this particular trade. Market opens in 22 seconds. So we're going to see some craziness. Let's see. 1 minute chart. Okay, we're going to see what it's going to do. Let's see. All right, market's open, guys. How'd that 5 end? Yeah. I'm gonna move my entry slightly lower so we have a better stop. I just modified the position to give our stop right there. Okay. So now it's just a matter of waiting. It is dumping. Now we're heading up. Will we get activated? 42. Natural gas is not doing anything. All right, now it's just a matter of waiting, guys. It's just a matter of being patient and just watching. Like I said, if it rebounds off this level, then I would enter here and I'd look at it testing new highs. But if it keeps dumping, well then it looks like it's a short for the day, and I probably wouldn't trade this today. I mean, I already took the trades that I needed to earlier in the day, which were good. But let's just be patient with this. I think the natural gas one is potential, like for going our way. So let's just be patient and see if this one gets activated. And it's heading down. Not sure if the Nasdaq is going to work out today for the long. The long already happened. Looks like it's dumping. We'll see. It comes up from here. ICE, what's your portfolio right now? So for this particular project, this isn't the only trading account I'm using, but it's just for this particular project. So we're currently sitting on, we started 11 days ago. The account summary is currently 1,134. So we're up 13% since starting this project. All right, boys, it's dumping. You see that? Gotta be careful, gotta be careful. It could be testing the new lows. It's dumping. There is no point to even keep this order. It's done. The long is done. Like if it were to activate, the chances of our stop getting hit are just so high because look at this, it's dumping. How's natural gas doing? I think natural gas is going to be the best opportunity right now. I mean, you could go with it, you could short. It looks like it's going to be testing the 389, but it's just not enough of a, like, you'd need a wide stop. And if you have a wide stop, your risk reward ratio isn't going to be too good. But yeah, this shit is dumping. This is falling fucking falling. Look at that. It's a big candle. It's like, that's almost a percent a day. Nice, man. Cheers, Ice. Really appreciate that, bro. It's not bad. I mean, the goal is on average 2% a day, but you know, a percent is it's good. All right, this one. I'm gonna leave that. That's fine. Let's see how we react on this trend line here. It's just like, we can definitely see it being choppy and see this bounce straight back up, because this is the NASDAQ we're talking about, and we just see crazy swings. But I just wouldn't risk, like, I wouldn't risk it right now, because it just really just fell off a cliff. This candle here is 50 points. So, I mean, it could easily just reverse, but you know, well, we just started, have a long way. Yes, still a long way, man. It's at least a year project. You know, I expect to have this account at $1 million in about a year. So it's not a, you know, short-term project. What's up, Shubham? What's going on, man? I want to see how we react down here. Please give me a tip to make it on YouTube. I currently have 46k subs and make around 500 a month. Man, from my experience, it's a lot of clickbait, you know? I mean, if I want to go create a video and have the video to generate 1 million views or something, I just go out and film some clickbait stuff, but it's kind of getting old for me. I mean, if you want to make it, man, if you want to make it and you want to basically have a shortcut to succeeding on YouTube, just do the most clickbait things that you can think of. Like, that's really, like, if you look at my content is really out there. If you look on my main channel, it's really out there. So, you know, that's why it's like, you know, got tons of views. I think my channel has somewhere like 300 million views. Could potentially see a bounce here, so I'm not gonna go with a big position. I'm gonna go with a 0.5 risk. And if it hits the stop, then it's game over for the long. So the reason I went with such low risk, I mean basically nothing, because of this massive cliff fall. Like, I don't want to be risking a lot during that, but I also understand that, you know, we can be choppy on the NASDAQ, so that's why. And my take profit would be around about, it'd be around this level here. So it'd be about a 0.5% gain. So if I just set that. So if we can see, so what I'm gonna do, if we can see a bullish pattern, then I'll jump in with another position with you know, with more risk. But right now, because it is falling, I don't want to jump in with too much risk, right? So you know, if we can get a better signal that we are long, then I can jump in with another position and have a better take profit. You know, right now we're risking 0.1% to gain 0.5%. And with our natural gas, we're risking 0.25 to make 2.5%. So yeah, but yeah, you know, with the NASDAQ, it's like we can see a, let's just see how this candle closes. If it closes like that, what I'll do is I'll do this. Yeah, it's getting pumped up. I'm jumping in with a second position. I set a new stop loss. So basically, this is my new stop. And I'm gonna update this position. So the new stop is 413. Because that's enough for me to say that we are, okay, was it 413? Yeah, 413. All right. And we're risking a total of 0.10, 0.15, which isn't too bad. We can actually risk a little more, but the take profit will also be up here. So we're looking at gaining. Thanks a lot. Alright. I says, where did you learn the basics of trading? Did you read any book or something? If so, what's the name of the book? I read a lot of trading books, so I can't really narrow it down to just one. I've read maybe 50 or 100 trading books, and then done a bunch of courses as well. Went to a bunch of seminars. But I would say, oh, I forgot my noodles. I would say a good one to start with is maybe let's say The Disciplined Trader and Japanese Candlestick Charting Techniques. I think that's the name of the book. When's the next video coming? The next video will be coming in about a week. Is this crypto or US market? This is the NASDAQ, so this is the US 100. I've tried a few years ago. I've blown up my accounts many times. I'm in South Africa, by the way. Yeah, man, I mean, when I first started trading, I blew up. I just kept blowing up my accounts for the first 3 years, so that's just a part of the process. If you think about it, you go to university, right, and you want to study, be a doctor, well, you need to spend, 200K or whatever to attain that that degree. And with trading, it's kind of similar. You need to pay in terms of giving money to the market in losses, right? And that's just like your education. I've lost a fortune before making it, or like before actually turning some profits. So I think if we can get another entry, if I can enter around here, I can enter with another position. Never had expected I would get to chat with you. Well, as I says, expect the unexpected. I think the natural gas is honestly going to be the winning trade from these opportunities today. All right, we're going to see how this heads. I want to jump in with another position around about this mark. All right. That's fine with me. So now we are risking a total of, I can tell you guys in a sec. So that's 0.07. That's 0.17 plus 4, 21. We're risking a total of 0.21% on this trade. And we're looking to make, so 0.21% to make 475, 150. About 1.5%. That's what we're risking. And our average entry is, I'll let you guys know in a sec what our average entry is. Our average entry is 452.8. So I can move this up to 452.8. So once we come back up here, maybe up here, I'll set a break even to this price point. And then our take profit was 719, basically 718. All right. Yeah, wait, no, 719, right? No, 720 is our take profit. This isn't something that would hit. I will set a break even soon though. That was a massive push. If we can just, I might set a break even now, just to protect the downside. Nah. We'll let this candle finish forming. The risk management is basically nothing. You know, we're not risking anything. We're already up, I believe 0.7% on the account. Our natural gas trade is doing pretty good. Well, not pretty good, but I mean, it's in the right direction for now. So this is where I could set a break even soon and then just see. Okay. How do you manage your portfolio as you travel so much? I don't travel that much anymore. I mean, I haven't traveled that much. I have a base now. I kind of a really good workstation. So it's not that difficult for me to manage my portfolio. To be honest with you, I really respect you. You know how it feels to be on top of the world, and you also know how it feels to hit rock bottom. You have so much YouTube and business knowledge. Thank you, man. Yeah, man. I mean, I didn't come from like a rich family or anything like that. My mother never had a job in her entire life, right? My dad would always just work a typical unskilled labor job in Australia, so it's not like they're well off or anything like that, you know. But I do know the value of hard work. I'm curious what we're gonna see with this. If it comes down for our stop, I think the long is over. You know? Natural gas, I think the natural gas is going to be, like, there's going to be potential for this trade, for like shorting, you know. I just want this to come up a bit more, so then I can set a break even and then just let this trade go. It is coming down. We've got 11 minutes left on this. But I do think, like I was saying before, guys, I think this looks like a very healthy pullback. You know, this looks like a very healthy pullback. I don't think this is a crash. I don't think this is the end of this rally, you know? I think that we should see this either today or tomorrow. We should see 13,700. So where do you see yourself 5 years from now? I don't know, man. I don't know. Probably managing a hedge fund, like managing my hedge fund. I'm actually in the process of building a hedge fund and just collecting funds from investors. And the goal is to have, about $1 billion under management in the next decade or so. So probably somewhere along the lines of that. Can we connect any broker with TradingView? You can't connect any broker, but there's a massive list of brokers. So much. This is looking good, guys. This one's looking good. We don't care about this NASDAQ trade. This one's, I don't really like what it's doing. I don't really like what it's doing right now. It looks like it wants to fall off a cliff, but it hasn't fallen off yet. I mean, if we do fall, we could see 13.2 testing the next solid support. I think sticking with the natural gas trade is going to be ideal. I think I'll set a break-even stop in just a sec on this, even though, I mean, let's give it 10 minutes. So 1, 2, I'm going to give it another, this candle and the next candle, and then I'll set a break-even stop on that. Where do we check the list? I actually want to connect my Binance account. You can't connect Binance. You can't connect Binance. Can you? Let's see. Oh, you should be able to actually. They have Binance. Maybe. I don't know, man. You would just go here. You see this? It would say trading panel. So you would open trading panel and then go through the list. All right, we'll give this 2.5 minutes plus 5 minutes, and then we set a break even on that. This one's kind of whack right now. But, it's like when it comes to trading, it's really taking losses is just a business expense. If you're starting a restaurant or any business, you have expenses, right? You have to, for example, in an example of opening up a restaurant, you have to pay your staff, you have to buy ingredients, you got a bunch of expenses, right? With trading, it's the same thing. You have expenses, and one of those expenses is taking losses, is admitting, okay, I was wrong on this trade. It is what it is. Let's take the loss and exit the trade, right? It's just one of the expenses. So, I mean, I take losses surprisingly over the past 11 days of streaming. Like, I think only one of the days was a day where we ended the stream with a losing day. And the other 10 days, we actually were in profit every single day. If you look back at the previous live streams, you'll see that. So, I mean, that's very surprising. Okay, this is kind of popping up. I don't like this pop, but it is expected. I just want to give it another 6 minutes before setting a break even, because it could actually just pop in reverse on us and come for the stop. But I need to give it more time, at least another 6 minutes to let it do its thing. Because it's trying to break down. It's collecting a bunch of buy orders. You have sellers closing their profits. It's going to be interesting to see which direction the NASDAQ goes into, though. I says, do you have a Discord for trading purposes? No, I don't have a Discord. However, I do have a signals group that I run on Telegram. I'm running a bootcamp as well in the month of September. It's a day trading bootcamp, very intense, very immersive, to basically teach everything that I know in my 13 years of day trading to you guys. But it's very limited spots. I'm only accepting 10 students. We currently have 6 spots filled. But, you know, if you're interested, just DM me on Instagram or something. What's the maximum you've made with YouTube revenue in a month? The maximum I made, by the way, guys, I'm just gonna wait for this 5-minute candle to finish forming, and I'm gonna set a break even, because with what natural gas is doing right now, I don't really like it. We could really see it pop. We could see it pop up. But if it pops up and we're somewhere here, I'll probably exit. Let's just give it 4 minutes. Okay, Dan Daddy D says, what's the maximum I made from YouTube revenue in a month? Man, I remember, I think it was like 12K. No, it was more than that. It was like 16K, 16,000 US dollars. And I remember this was when my shit just went viral, and yeah, it went from like 400 US dollars from one month to 16K the next month. I was like, what happened? So yeah, like 16K. 3 more minutes on this candle, guys. And then I'm probably gonna exit this. If we can stay above, below the 200 moving average, that's good. If we don't close above, then that's good. But I might readjust this stop to a lower risk. What's our NASDAQ trade doing? I feel like our NASDAQ is tanking. And it kind of is. Ooh, it's tanking. I could add another position here, but it's just not, it doesn't look as I'd like it to look. So we're not gonna do that. This one is looking good. All right, our natural gas trade, we're gonna have a chance to set the break even soon. This one's kind of whack. We have a new 2-hour candle forming and a 4-hour candle forming. And let me tell you something, this is not looking good, guys. This is looking bad. We can see it pop up on the next candle, but we have 1 minute left on this candle. Let's see how it works out. If it can pop up some more next minute, but it looks like it's about to fall, guys. It looks like it's about to fall. So there's no, it's not terrible yet. Let's see. We're probably going to see a lot of volume come in on this next candle. All right, so it's not looking good for a long position on the NASDAQ right now. It's close to our stop, but that's totally fine. It'll probably hit the stop. It's whatever. It's getting close. Ooh, so close. I think it got so close to touching. Look at that, guys. Is it gonna touch? It's getting close. It's getting close, guys. And we're out. We're out of the NASDAQ. NASDAQ has chosen its direction, it seems. So we're going to leave the NASDAQ for today. And we're going to stick with our natural gas trade. I think the natural gas one is pretty solid. NASDAQ looks like it's going to come down to this level. And then we'll see how it reacts from there. But it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. It looks like it is going to be heading down. So this type of formation is not something I like. Unless obviously we can print something very bullish, but we'll see. And with the natural gas trade, I did say I was going to set a break even, but the fact that we have a new 2-hour candle can cause a bit more volatility. So I want to let some, I want to give this trade some breathing room, right? So if I take a look at the account for today, we are currently up 0. Let me just check reports. So our current, we're actually up 0.9%. So if I kind of show you guys on the phone, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it says the change in the past 12 hours is $9, which is about, you know, almost 1% in profit for today. So, you know, slow and steady wins the race. We're not looking to go all in and do crazy risks. We're not gamblers here. We are trading at a professional level, and we aren't, you know, we're very careful with the risk management. We're very careful with the trades we're doing. We're not entering based off of any emotional responses, like for example from a losing trade, revenge trading, or, you know, removing stops, hoping and holding. We're not trading like that, guys. We're not conducting business like that. Like, we understand that taking losses is just a part of the game, but we also understand that every opportunity and every trade is very unique, and it's independent from the last opportunity that was taken. Now, the fact that we have not yet broke this, if we turn green here, if this 2-hour candle turns green, we could see it go, which is what I think looks really nice. So I'm not going to enter now, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to set an order. So I'm going to do a buy stop. I'm going to put my stop loss to 397.4. We're going to risk 0.5%. So that's what we're going to do, because I've seen this happen plenty of times. I've seen this happen plenty of times where it looks like it's dumping and it has a big solid red candle behind it, but then all of a sudden it comes up and just shoots through and just goes like crazy. What's the... Oh, I was just reading the same thing. This is the last trade we'll do for today though, okay? This will be the last trade we do on the stream. You know, we still have the natural gas trade. We're leaving that alone. And now we are back in the NASDAQ, and our take profit again will be the same zone. We'll do if we shoot up, we could do jump back up here. This looks nice. So realistically, we could actually have a 10-1. All right, so this particular trade is going to net us $5%. But like I said, this isn't a trade that is going to, what do I say? It's not going to hit on this live stream, right? Because usually I live stream for about an hour every day, and I'm just updating this. You guys will see tomorrow how this trade goes, because I mean, it might be has to go up. NASDAQ has to go up 3% for that to hit. I doubt we're gonna see that. We could. So my exit is gonna be based on two things, which I'll tell you in a sec. I'm just gonna make sure these numbers are all good. Average fill is 435.5. Stop. Profit. Dope. All right. That all looks good. All right. So what I'm gonna do is this. Tell you guys in just a sec. So this 2-hour candle could well over close back above the 50 moving averages, and it's a big move. I know it's a very big move, but it could very well do that. Now what I'd be looking at doing is this. So this is what I'm going to be looking at doing. Alright, let's just have this. Once. Alright, so once we have a 30 that closes above this level here, I'll be setting a break-even stop loss, okay? Then what I'm going to be doing is I'll show you in a sec. All right, so this is my plan, okay? So we're in this long right now. We're risking 0.5%. If it were to hit our stop, that would put our gains to about 0.5% today, okay? If it hits our stop, we're done for the day, okay? We're not gonna try and catch a falling knife, because if it does hit our stop, yes, it could bounce from this level, but I wouldn't count on it bouncing from this level a third time, just because it bounced from that level in the morning and I was watching it bounce from this level, and I actually entered a long position around here. I was in a short, exited the short and entered the long. So this is my plan for this particular setup. What I'm doing is, if we get a 30-minute candle that closes above this level, I can set a break-even stop loss. Because if it were to reverse from this level, then we'd probably hit the stop and test new lows. Okay, so that's basically the first thing I want to do. Once we hit this level, if we print a bearish pattern, so I'm talking about a candlestick pattern, if we print a bearish candlestick pattern that indicates a potential reversal at this level, then I will exit. Otherwise, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a 3-bar exit on the 30-minute time frame. Now, a 3-bar exit is basically you take the last 3 candlesticks, you look at the high or the low, and you set your stop loss below that. So let's say, for example, if we were in a long here, we would look at the last 3 bars. 1, 2, 3. Our stop loss would be here. And basically, we would work like that until it hits. So the next one, 1, 2, 3, we move that stop loss to up here and until it hits, okay? Because we could, if we break this, we could actually just nicely head up, and with a 3-bar exit, we can maximize our potential for the profit, right? Our stop loss is gonna get hit soon on this in 21, 26 ticks. So that's fine. We can just leave that. And that's the plan for this particular setup. So that's what we're going to be doing. Just going to finish off this. But yeah, I mean, this morning was so easy to trade. This morning was so easy to trade. When I entered this position, I was looking on the 15, right? So I was on the 15 time frame, and I saw it print this. This here is an indication of a reversal, okay? Now, when I saw this, I entered on the 1 minute chart, okay? I went to the 1 minute chart, and what I was expecting, if it was going to be a false reversal, right, I would stay in my short. So this was at the end of the 15. It started heading down. I thought, okay, it might be a false signal. So I was holding on. And then here, we printed a sort of spinning top and then started heading up. I exit my short, entered the long here, and then it kept heading up. I set a break even, and then I was all good. So, this morning was really easy to trade. Right now, with what the market is doing right now, it could really go either way. It could dump, test new lows, but if it does head up, then we're going to be heading up easy to this level here. We'll head to 620 if we're bullish today. So I think it's okay to be in this position. But it has been about an hour, and so I am going to exit this trade, leave the stream and do some other things. I don't really need to be at the computer now. I have my Apple Watch that notifies me if my stop losses are hit or my take profits are hit, so I can actually do other things, and I don't need to be looking at the charts constantly. I do set timers and alerts for when prices hit certain levels, like for example this level, and then also when certain new candles are forming. Like for example, with the 2-hour candle, I have an alarm that goes off every 2 hours, and it just tells me a new 2-hour candle is forming. Because the higher time frame you go in, the more valid the signals are. The lower you go, it's just like there's more noise, right? There's just more noise, and it can really be difficult to pick up valid signals when you're jumping in very small time frames, like for example the 1 minute, the 2 minute, the 5 minute. I like the 15, the 30. 2 hour, 2 hours is if you're swing trading, but I use all time frames. I look at the higher time frames, and I so say for example, I go to the daily and I look. And I just try and think, okay, what could we see today? In my opinion, this just looks like a healthy pullback, a healthy retracement. It doesn't look like an indication of a crash or anything. This looks like it's the next support. And so I actually think we're going to come back up about 200 points and we're going to test this level. We're going to test 200 points above, right? And if we don't break down and come back down, then we could actually even break this and close above this level today, and then potentially even hit the take profit. This is a big take profit goal for today, but it's definitely realistic. It's not like it's nothing crazy. It's not out of the ordinary. All you really need is some fundamental news to come out, and it would hit. So I look at that, and then I usually go to the lower time frames. I'll take a look at the 4. In my opinion, the 4 looks like this candle will probably close somewhere up here. Just from my experience, that's what it looks like can happen. Like, it looks like it's pretty likely for that to happen as opposed to it to close below the 50 moving averages. It just looks more natural, and when you've been trading for so long, it's like you get like gut feelings, you get intuition, and you just kind of like just feel the market more. You feel the patterns, even though this isn't really like any solid pattern. You just feel it more. You feel like what's most likely to happen. Obviously, it can come down, hit the stop, and then bounce up. But in my opinion, this 4-hour candle is most likely gonna either close as it is now, as like a spinning top, or close above, or like close here. But I don't think we'd see a leg down from this. I really don't. So yeah, and then the 2-hour, I also look at the 2 hours and see how that's gonna go. Again, I see this 2-hour one growing, so that's what we're gonna do. We're out of natural gas, so natural gas hit our stop, and we're gonna leave that. We're just gonna do the NASDAQ trade. I think this particular trade can actually do really well. So we're sitting on 17 points in profit right now, but yeah, I'm gonna shoot off. It's been about an hour, guys. That's my plan for this setup. Once the 30 closes above this, I'll set a break even and let it go. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little live stream, and I will see you all tomorrow for another live stream. What else was I gonna say? Oh, I'll let you guys know how this trade works out tomorrow. You guys will see. I'll keep this as is. You guys will see how it turns out. So I'm off for now. I will see you all tomorrow. And just to give you an idea of let's take a look at the balance for today. One sec, guys. All right. So what are we sitting on? We are sitting on 0.5% gain right now on the account for today, which is good. It's not what I'd hope for. However, if this take profit were to hit, and if this were to become a home run, this is a 5% win for us. So, I'll let you guys know how that goes. But right now we're sitting on a 0.5% gain for the account. And as soon as this closes above here, I'll set a break even, and so we at least lock in 0.5% on the account today. But I'll probably take some more trades in the evening when more volatility picks up. Right now, this looks like the best opportunity. And if it tanks, then it's going to keep tanking, and I won't trade until probably 3 hours or 3.5 hours. I'll do some other things. So yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed this little live stream. It was great chatting to you guys. I really appreciate everyone who watched this live stream, watched the replay, and I'll see you all for another live stream tomorrow. Same time, we jump on about 5 to 10 minutes before market open. So market open is around, I believe, I mean, in my time zone, I'm in Portugal, it's 2:30 p.m. Market opens, and I believe if we're talking about America, New York, it's like 9 a.m. or something like that. But yeah, when US markets open, we live stream. We jump on about 5 to 10 minutes because I'm mostly either in a trade or about to enter a trade. So yeah, guys,